My. What a terrible accident. So we were just talking about The Witcher Blood Origin the other day, about how marketing for them was completely terrible. I showed a video, and two of the reasons why you should watch The Witcher Blood Origins was because it had two guys kissing, and there was a character that used sign language because they were deaf. Also, the battles are fierce. Monsters you've never seen. Ooh, nothing really substantial. Nothing that really makes you want to sink your teeth into the program. No, it has dudes kissing and sign language. So basically, my diversity. So people have spoken. Now I think it's only like on episode 2 or whatever. I don't know. If it's a Netflix, then it's probably all out at once. Um, if it is Netflix, I should be able to. Hang on. All right, so it is out, and there's only 4 episodes. So the fact that you can pretty much watch all of them in a single viewing. Episode 1 is an hour. Episode 2 is about almost an hour. It's about 48 minutes. Episode 3 is 51 minutes. And episode 4 is 42 minutes. So you can watch the entirety of the series, which most people have, I'm guessing then, in the matter of a couple of hours. You can view it in its entirety in one sitting. So it is perfectly predictable that people are watching all of it and then seeing that, hey, the show fucking sucks. Because again, what kind of promotion was there, and what kind of marketing? It was just basically my diversity, very vague descriptions of things. Not like, oh, it's amazing and these characters, about the characters, or no, it's just my diversity. But we have what's this? Oh, this is not for episodes, for the details for the episodes. Critics, let's see all of them. As you can see, it looks like it's split, but it looks like there's more rotten than anything. It's never dull. And if you're concerned that the Blood Origin sounds good but is on Netflix, which means it might be Wang on for 14 hours, nope. The TV equivalent, in a way, of tangentially related hyperlink that you end up clicking when you read about something else on Wikipedia. Lackluster, unoriginal, carry through on the promise of better things. Witcher Blood Origin is a mediocre affair. Michelle Yeoh is wasted. Lenny Henry lacks conviction, and Minnie Driver goes some great narration. Best avoided. Blood Origins is to the Witcher television show as a slapdash download expansion pack would be to the massive popular Witcher video games. Only completionists need apply. To quote one of the characters, it's been done to death. Most of the characters and therefore Blood Origin remain frustratingly limited, like rough sketches that haven't been quite fleshed out enough. It's hard to feel invested in the fate of the characters, who ultimately are little more than a footnote in Sapkowski's books. How much Witcher is too much? Here's your answer. In a year filled with great... In a year filled with great fantasy, House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings of Power among them, this ultimately ranks at the bottom. Did you say Rings of Power is great fantasy? They must be in an alternate universe where Rings of Power is actually a good show. The series proves too hurried and scattered to They said penetrate, much beyond the surface of its universe and characters. It's a passable quasi-brutal blur of magic and blood. You'll forget the moment it's done. Just play The Witcher 3 instead. So you have people saying it's a bad fucking show. Mainly because the promotion for it was terrible. When they go into these shows now, they don't care about making a good story or good characters. They just try to capitalize on a beloved franchise. Most of the stuff that comes now is just completely soulless. You can tell by the writing, you can tell by the characters, you can tell by the marketing, the promotion of whatever it may be. It's just used to push propaganda towards people, push a certain ideology on people, the constant men are bad, female empowerment, women, people of color, this and that, representation, diversity. Look at all the fucking fancy CGI and that's all it is. It's just a sad a cash grab on a beloved franchise. It's like I said in the last video about it. You can look on YouTube and probably find a Witcher fan film that is probably 1,000,000 times better than this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you're a fan of The Witcher or Lord of the Rings or Doctor Who or Star Trek or whatever, you can probably find a fan film on YouTube that surpasses anything that's come out in the last couple years of that franchise. Because the fans know what they want. The fans don't want the diversity. They don't want the cheap cash in. They don't want the fucking fancy CGI bullshit. They don't want representation. They want a story that is that's using the source material and sticks to the source material. They want something, if it's written in a book, just adapt that to the big screen. If it's in a video game, the characters, adapt that to the big screen. You don't need to go changing genders and sexualities and color, this and that. Just keep it the way it is. Okay, so no need to, it's just pointless. And that's what fans are trying to tell them. But then they get called toxic, they get called misogynist and this and that. But every single fucking time they've marketed shit that way with, got guys kissing and diversity. This is what happens. This is what fucking happens. This. And yet Hollywood refuses to learn. Refuses to fucking learn. Instead, again, it's like the last time I said, it's just like, criticism, phew, shield up. Protect ourselves. We hear your criticism, and we know damn well it's valid, but we're just gonna, or like I said, the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. It's like, criticism, you've activated my trap card. You're a racist. Or you're, everything I reflect right back at you. And accuse you of racism and homophobia and all that. I play my card. Valid criticism. You've activated my trap card. Deflection. With this, I can choose any card in my deck and use it, deflect it at you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm choosing racism. With this card, no, it's sad that this is what we're looking at now with entertainment, where they don't care about the source material. They don't care about the fans. These people are constantly telling fans to shut up. It's like, it's not made for you. Okay, if it's not made for the fans, then who are you making it for? The 0.05% of the fucking weirdos on Twitter who are like, oh God, representation. You're making it for them? I mean, if you're not making it for fans, who are you making it for? Because you're not going to reel in any new viewers with the bullshit. So the only people it's going to appeal to are the fucking weirdos on Twitter who look for representation in everything. it's like I said with like the Velma series or really anything. They go out of their way to make fun of fans and basically say fuck fans, but they're the ones losing the money, and yet they keep fucking doing it. It's just to spite the fans. You know, Lord Rings of Power, one of the people are like, "Oh yeah, if you say anything about, shut the fuck up and don't watch it. It's not meant for you." Okay, so you're making a show based on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, who appeals to only a certain demographic, and you're telling that certain demographic to not watch it because it's not made for them. Where the fuck do you get off saying that, you fucking bitch? It's the woman who's playing Galadriel, saying about talking about any of my castmates. Shut the fuck up, and it's not made for you. And who are you making it for? Clearly yourselves. So that way you can self-insert and put all your ideological bullshit in there. And I'm the first black female dwarf in Lord of the Rings on screen. I guarantee you, if you took a group of people who are fans and trained them properly to make a series like this would be 100% and that would be 100%. Why? Because the fans know what they want. The fans know how, what should be in it, the source material. They can stick true to it. But here it's like, no, we got to have diversity. We got to have representation. We got to have strong female characters. Oh, the new Witcher, it's a black woman who this, and it's like, stop. Get some help. And yet they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep fucking doing it. They're like fucking children. They're children. Actually, no, even children learn. Even fucking children learn. These people don't. I would love to say what I would want to say, but YouTube. So not only are they less than, they're like children, but children, we all had, in school, there was always that one classroom of certain kids, those kids. That's what these people are. The ones, or like they burn themselves on the fucking stove, and rather than learning from it, like, oh gee, that really fucking hurt, I'm not going to do that again. What do? 5 seconds later, they reach out and try to fucking touch the stove again while it's on. Those kinds of kids. That's what Hollywood is. They're those kinds of kids. The ones who don't learn. The ones who burn themselves on the fucking stove on an open flame, like, and then do it again. Let them keep wasting money. Because people are talking about it. The critics, who are usually the shills, don't fucking like it. The audience doesn't fucking like it. It's only 4 episodes, so it's not like, oh god, we gotta wait a week or 2 weeks before we... No. You sit down, you watch it within, 3, 4, 5 hours, you're done watching it, boom. There you go. Now, I don't know if there's more released after, but this is the initial reaction to it. It sucks. It sucks. Because, again, they don't learn. But what do we know? We try telling them, and they just keep throwing it back. Like, oh, you're this, you're that. How about learning from the mistake? Well, not even mistake. But how about learning? How about stop telling fans that it's not meant for them? How about stop saying that, it's for a modern audience? Stop saying that it's to reflect the world around us today. Stop saying that it's based on the source material when it's not. Just say it's a cheap cash-in. You don't give a flying fuck about the source material. You don't give a flying fuck about the fans, and just be done with it. Because we'd have more respect for you if you just do that. Just be honest with us. If you're doing it as a cash grab and to placate to the 0.05% on Twitter, just outright say it. We'll have more respect for you if you just did that. Like I've always said, I would vote for a politician who outright said, I'm going to fuck you over, because at least he's being honest. So we'd have a better chance and better understanding of, you know, your show if you just said it's a cheap cash grabbing and we're not going to respect any of you guys. Fuck the fans, fuck the viewers. We're doing it for self insertions and this and that. You can all go fuck yourselves. It's like, oh, okay, well, at least they're being honest. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.